Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here back with more Let's Play Shining the Holy Ark, and I'm here at one of the crest locations, so we're going to go ahead and use this. We've already passed by here, so not anything new and out of the ordinary, but we use the goat crest and it looks like something from Doom, honestly. And it opens up this section, which actually also changes this. So we come over here, and we find the potion, which I actually think is supposed to be a healing drop, given the Final Fantasy, the Shining series name, how they name things. Alright, so now we need to go way back up where we were, to get to the other section, on the upper section. So we are going to work our way that way and do it as quickly as possible without getting into any fights. And I say that, and we get into fights. But I'm going to keep the fights in because it doesn't matter. We're just going to brute force our way through this. And at this point, we can kill these things with 2 AoEs. We got the pixies out, the pixies, and then elemental and brutal fire, more than enough to take these guys out. So not a problem at all. There are 3 of them. These are one of the groups that you could just very easily let spawn infinitely, but not something we're going for at the moment, so it doesn't matter. This should be the end of it. We'll kill them, and you're dead. Alright. So now let's keep going. Now that we have I was honestly forgetting that once we had the I'm completely derping out. Once we had the crests, we were good to go. I forgot that was something that, you know, you have to use in order to progress. So we wanted to make sure we use the goat crest first so that we can get that treasure when we get to the upper level. Because once we have the upper level open, it's fine. Everything just kind of goes from there. So, and I was blanking on that completely. I was like, where do I need to go? Because I thought I had to get all 3 crests before I could continue on. And no, 1 crest you have to get after using the other 2 crests. And then that crest opens up the end of the dungeon. So that's where I was at that moment of just constant derp. So, but we are more than making up for it now by defeating all these striker pods. So 147 divided by 3 is about what you get. Son of a bitch, really? I'm just running into fights left and right here. I may have to start cutting these out again so that I can get through this in one fell swoop. But my goal is to finish up this dungeon and get back to Sabato so that we can recover, because the anticlimax to this section is you don't leave the dungeon in a new way. You leave the same way we came in, through how we have to go back out into town to upgrade our equipment. There is no new exit, which seems like a huge anticlimax because we're working our way through this labyrinth, and you would think, oh, well, a new exit would open up, which is how we have to actually escape. No, we just walk out through town. We can actually go back into the castle if we want to. How silly is that? Alright, so we come over here, and we're going to get into a fight with a crab. Pretty sure that's... I think that crab is always there. I remember getting into fights with crabs in before, right before each of the crests, so that might be something that's kind of scripted throughout the game. I don't think there are too many scripted fights that aren't boss fights in this game, though. So, anyway, crab, not really a threat. I was really hoping that Melody would have gone first, so that she could have just beat the crap out of him. without any problems. It's like, if Melody went first, both claws would have gone, and then Arthur could have just, you know, smacked it with his sword. And that's one thing that I was also thinking about while I was power leveling. Because they make this a first person, they did not have to animate any of Arthur's moves. Like, the special attacks, you just have the special attack animation, you don't have to have anything special for it. Like, Brody, like that, you have to do that, which is probably his best power attack, because now it's causing the crab to panic. I actually do need to go through and list what power attacks do what. Let's heal while we have the chance, because the crab does still kind of give us a beating, unfortunately. But we are, like I said, we are approaching the end of this dungeon, so I can work through. Alright, let's come over here, and over here is the second crest. So use this crest that is on Arthur, and that will push the upper section over where I was very confused about why there was not a pathway, is because we had to wait for that. So now we can just kind of go forward and go up the stairs and work our way back that way, and that's everything for this dungeon. We can remember, we can still get into fights up here, so we want to be careful about that. So those are things, but those are just striker pods. But not a threat, and I don't really need to power level anymore, so I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna kill him, because I have that power now. Yeah, when I first started trying to power level down here, I actually left this dungeon completely. I actually restarted from my last save, worked my way back here through the cutscenes and everything in the castle, and then power leveled outside so that I could afford the new weapons to come in here. Because the very first fight I tried to power level here, I was fighting a never-ending supply of striker pods. I could not kill them fast enough before they would multiply like 3 more. It was just a really, really bad luck section. I was just getting so unbelievably frustrated with it. So Arthur levels up to 13, and we have a treasure chest over here that is Iron Brace. We don't really need that, we already have one. And now we need to work our way this way, and we can go up this way for a treasure chest. And that is critical juice. I wonder what kind of juice you have to squeeze to get, or what type of fruit you have to squeeze to get critical hits. That is a question. And we come here, and this gives us the last crest, the eagle crest, which is that one that was just kind of off to the side. So now we just go back the way we came, and that is it. That really is it. We'll have a little bit of a cutscene, and let's hope we don't get into a fight on the way back. We will. Oh, holy crap, I was expecting there to be a Reaper pop up through there, but no. And that was actually really, really easy, given how frustrating it really can be. So, and with that, we got the Goat Crest, we got the Leprechaun Morgan, we got the Slash Dagger, Iron Brace, Fairy Camilla, Critical Juice, we got the Snake Crest, the Eagle Crest, we're getting the key, and we've got the potion. So we come up here, and there is a pile of bones. And if you examine the pile of bones, we get a cool little CG cutscene. And this is actually how boss fights are introduced from this point on, is some sort of grand entrance. I think we saw it with the Wraith in the forest, but I don't remember at this point. I don't remember if this is the first or not. This also is not a boss fight. This is just a guardian. I've been waiting for the one to come and receive this key. Now finally my Gaius is finished. I can rest in peace. The key is yours. But the quest is just starting. Now you must solve the mystery of the Aborazine Mansion. Aborazine? I'm gonna keep saying it with a Z. Let me tell you something before I go. It's the secret to solving the mystery of the mansion. Engrave these words upon your heart. The hidden path in the mansion can be opened with a furniture switch. The power of the invisible spirits can be calmed with holy water. By doing so, the book will be yours. When the non-ticking hand says tea time, and if the Grey Knight, who challenges everyone to a duel, can be made to serve, then the ruler's door will be opened from the bed of the dead. Have you taken that in? If you say no, he'll just repeat it. And since we have guides, it doesn't matter. So, examine that, and we get the gold key. So that is it. That's everything. We have finished. I didn't complete the map here, but we got all of the treasures. So now we can leave. We'll go swing by, say hi to Sabato, and kill these striker pods. And we'll recover and save, and then we just get to exit. And I'll see if there's anything worth splurging money on at the shop. So, because I've not been paying any attention to how much money I've got at the moment. So, and I could sell some of these fairy powders for one thing. They're not really all that needed. So yeah, this is the way out. So, and we're just gonna get into dinky little fights on the way out, but that's okay. So, yeah, let's just make sure the striker pod dies, because I don't want to get into any more infinite fights. I really did not like that. That was just such a frustrating experience. So, but yeah, at this point, it may actually be easier for me just to leave a lot of these fights in, because it's faster than editing them out, because I can kill them in like one hit now. So, come up here, talk to Sabato. We need to leave through the other exit, but we'll save and, oh, he's talking to me, and I've been skipping through this. He's congratulating us on finding the key, and that we need to go to Far East Village at some point. Alright, what did you say? You have found the Aborazine key. Hurry and go to the mansion. The master will be waiting for you. And when you have the opportunity... Okay, so let's rest, and we'll save, and then we'll go to town, buy some stuff, maybe, and, then I guess we'll go to the mansion that we get to speak of. So let's save it. And we'll save it there. And on the upside, the fact how I did that, and by starting from my previous save and power leveling outside before coming here, I don't have a defeat on my record. We just have a video record of that level of failure. So that's something to keep in mind. Alright, we're gonna just leave here. That's not the right one, it's this one. And go up to town, see what we can see. And that'll be the end of this episode. I'll probably save it in town as well if we buy anything. That is the way out. And that's the way out. Yay, we're back into town. So, Mazel Tov. I think at this point we can talk to the kid. I don't know if the kid changes his... You must be mercenaries. You sure look strong. I sort of need your help. If I pay you, will you help me out? Sure. I really mean it. Could you please find my dad? He went to the mansion. If you bring him back, I'll give you the most important thing I have as a reward. Now, that little kid plays a huge part in Shining Force 3. So, yeah. Alright, so we've got the weapons that we can get. Let's come here, sell what we don't need, and see what we can pick up, if anything else. Let's see. I don't think we need the crystal key anymore, so we can sell that. 375 for it, sure. We can sell the brace. 262. And we can rebuy the key, so that's not a problem. We're gonna sell most of these. Fairy powder, because we've got antidote level 1, and I don't really think I need antidote level 2 at this stage. I could be wrong, but I'm just gonna bet we don't need it. So, and it'll clear up a little bit of inventory space, because that is the downside. We are eating our inventory space right now, because I'm not really using as many items as I probably should. I should use the cookie and the critical juice. Let's see. How much money do we have? Alright, so I've got enough to buy something. I bought that, and I believe I bought the glove, so I think everything else that I just need to buy will be, Arthur's. So we'll give that to Arthur. And I look tougher already. I don't need the chainmail, so we can sell that. And do I have... I do have enough! So... Arthur is going to be completely decked out. In fact, everyone is decked out at the moment, so... We've got the best weapons, armor, and equipment on everyone. So... Because we have upgraded from the chain glove to the steel glove, and the steel tiara, and the steel helmet. So yeah. We're almost out of money. But we are completely decked out. Arthur is now probably a force to be reckoned with at the moment. So let's use the items. Who could use a little bit more luck? Rhodey, you could use a little bit more luck. Because your luck is only 23. You have the lowest luck out of all of us. Increased by 5, so not terrible, but not great. And we've got the critical juice. What's everyone's crit? Rhodey has pretty low crit, and his specials are actually really worthwhile. So we're going to use that on Rhodey. Because Rhodey's tend to have status effects, so that's always a good thing to have. And let's give... so that we've got those a little bit better spread out. So... Alright, so we'll save it, and we'll end this episode here, and that's really it. We'll go to the mansion, and use the gold key, and find out what the big deal with that is. So I will see you guys in the next installment, where we will go ghost busting. So, yeah, till then, later everyone.